Hello Hattrickers, welcome to episode 87 of Let's Play Hattrick in San Marino with Intercalvaheo. We start on the main page for the Under-21s World Cup, where we can tell that San Marino has already qualified for the next round, round 3, 12 points after 5 games. With just one match remaining, they cannot be knocked out of the competition at this stage. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures since the last update, because they did play Sao Tome and Principe, and in that match they won 2-1. We did get to see Sanotti on the field in the central defense playing all of the match. Very nice for Sanotti to feature in that match. In the home match against South Africa, it resulted in a 1-2 loss for San Marino. Unfortunately, no room for Sanotti in the lineup, as only 2 defenders were used for this match. And looking at Sanotti's player page, Sanotti is approaching the age of 22 and he will be able to play all of the matches in the coming round, so hopefully they will not replace him until then. But so far, 12 matches and also a single goal in his appearances with the Under-21s, so a very nice adventure altogether. Yeah, it's good fun, so if you have a chance to train an Under-21s player, go for it. Now, let's head over to the Scouts department and see what the Scouts have for us this week, after I have fired one of the less talented players in the squad. Here we go. 15 years old, overall 5, passable winger, and some scoring. I like this overall. Also because this overall, with a max of 6 winger, there could potentially be a lot more. So we will select Michele Pelliccioni. Select and recruit. 1594. Yeah, we'll have to try him out in the attack at least to see if there's some scoring, and after that, I would like to see some playmaking as well for this guy. So yeah, hopefully we'll get to see something quite soon. We do have a friendly coming up in the coming weeks, so that's a nice way to start this guy's career in the academy team. Last weekend, we played Mickey B in the first of 2 matches against the top team in the division, and we did end up losing 3-1 in the match here. If we look at the ratings, you can definitely tell why. We were outclassed in the middle, and while we had good chances of scoring, we simply couldn't keep up with the chance generation in this one. Having a 40% central attack and a 40% side attack against our defense was a bit too much. Kind of understand why it went this way in this one, but hopefully we can do something in the match in this week. In the senior training department, we are still doing some passing training in order to further Sanotti's career as much as possible in the Under-21s, and a few players are starting to pop. Igor Becker, now formidable in passing, and one of the Prophet trainees, Devil, is now solid. So hopefully we can make a few bucks during the passing training at this point. I do know that swapping to passing without having a full set of Prophet players is not really the most optimal thing to do. I feel like I had to try to do something extra for Sanotti during his Under-21s run. I will be providing a full update on the senior training once we swap back to playmaking, which is the next natural step for the trainees here. On Sunday evening, we played against Mickey B in the league, and unfortunately, we did lose 4-2, and I was actually feeling quite confident about this match before the kickoff, because I thought I had devised a master plan playing counterattacks and even playing with a Titanic level. Yeah, it started well, at least. I mean, Igor Becker gave us the lead after 17 minutes, but then 28 minutes into the match, I realized what a mess we were in, because we were hit by confusion and we dropped to weak organizational level. That's when it hit me. I mistakenly thought we were experienced in 5-4-1, but it turns out we were actually trained in 4-5-1, and you cannot make such a mistake in probably the most important game of the season when it comes to finishing second in the league, which was my goal, to be honest. And yeah, so Belgicano made an own goal. Igor Becker scored. Trasuli did bring us back into the match, but in the end, we couldn't do much and lost 4-2. It's not the worst mistake I've made, but it's at the worst possible time, to be honest. Yeah, let's see where it leaves us in the league. We are down to 4th. And that means that we are in the hunt now. We will have to hope that Mickey B makes a slip up somewhere in the second half of the league. From this point, if things go as expected in the remaining fixtures, I see us finishing 3rd. That's a little disappointing, I have to admit that. But that's just what you get when you can't tell 2 different formations apart. It's quite embarrassing, I have to be honest about that. Next round, we play BKS Union Belize, and hopefully we can turn things around in that match. So Nazi will have just 2 weeks left of his under-21s adventure, hopefully that is. It lines up perfectly with the form coach and the contract ending in just a fortnight. And that means we'll be saving 163,000 kroner each week going forward. A little extra to take away and save, which certainly won't hurt having to run this as a budget cycle, as you guys already know most likely. If I have to take something away from this episode, it's probably the disappointment of not being able to tell two different formations apart and the impact it'll have on our season result. Quite annoying to deal with, but I simply just have to move on and forget about it and not do it another time. I hope you guys did better in your league games, and I hope you have a great week in Hattrick. I'll see you guys with another episode from San Marino quite soon, I hope. Take care. Bye.